Hey guys, thanks for watching. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe here to Pheno Boxing and follow us at all our social media platforms at Pheno Boxing, and my personal one is at Adriana_sports. Enjoy.
Expecting a great fight. I mean, Jesse was talking about, Barrera against Morales. It's got that kind of Mexican feel to it. You've got a 4-division world champion in Mikey Garcia against a 2-division world champion in Jesse Vargas. You've got a guy that's had big wins and big fights at 147 in Jesse. And you've got a guy who's had one fight at 147 and lost convincingly to Errol Spence. He wasn't himself that night, but he lost clearly. Most of Mikey's wins have come at 135 and 140, like the big wins of his career. And I think this is a much closer fight than people think. You know, I think Mikey is an automatic favourite in most fights because of his history and what he's achieved. But I love the fight. I think it's going to be an absolute war. Thank you to Jerry Jones for getting behind the fight and trying to win this fight for the Ford Centre in Frisco. He's got it. And it's going to be a major night on DAZN February 29th.
We've heard the rumors that it's we know for a fact it's a one-fight contract with Mikey Garcia. We've heard Mikey said it's not $7 million. He's not trying to disclose unless you want to disclose the number. He feels that you can possibly open the doors to him getting a world title shot at 147 that he desperately wants. Yeah,
I mean, look, in terms of the deal, he's always had a fight-by-fight deal with PBC. This is a fight-by-fight deal, but we have the option to match any offer. So if we want him, we can keep him. And we will want to keep him if he beats Jesse Vargas. But he's right. You know, when we first started talking to him, the question that he was asking me was, who am I going to fight if I join DAZN? Now he's kind of putting that trust in us to say, almost use me to bring the fights, you know? So you've got me now. So go to Danny Garcia, go to Manny Pacquiao, go to Terence Crawford and tell them you can deliver those fights on DAZN. And it's a really interesting dynamic. But like I said, he's got a tough fight. You know, he's got to come through that fight. But, you know, I believe we're going to work with him for a long, long time. He's a great fighter. You know, he's one of my favourite fighters. And, I think that it's going to be very interesting because it gives us the ability to go to the division and make big fights on DAZN in the 147-pound division.
I think you're changing up the game because we're usually used to seeing the fighters stay within their networks and their promoters.
You have to do that. I mean, look, you know, we saw it with Jose Ramirez, right? So he made like God knows how many times his biggest purse. He took a unification fight with Maurice Hooker on DAZN, won, goes back to ESPN, right? No problem. And you have to give credit to Arum and Top Rank for actually saying they could have stopped that, you know. But they saw, look, it's a lot of money. We believe our guy can win. Go do it. And we'd do the same for our guys as well. But if people were being told they shouldn't, they shouldn't jump ship to DAZN and Eddie's Dr. Evil and stuff like that, and you don't want to commit, no problem. Do the fight. I promise you'll want to stay. Do you know what I mean? Because the money's great and we're good at what we do. But, you know, ultimately, our job is, of course, to create a great roster of fighters, but it's also to create a great schedule for DAZN and subscribers. And if that means one fight with Charlo against Andrade or one fight with Mikey Garcia against Jesse Vargas, no problem. You know, but we have the resources and the ability to keep these guys. But if we can get them on, deliver for our subscribers, that's number one priority.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe here at Pheno Boxing, like this video, and leave your comments down below. And follow us at all our social media platforms at Pheno Boxing, and my personal one is at Adriana_sports.